Hey, this is Therese from One Mother, One Daughter. Right now I'm a little frustrated. This is like the third time I tried to do this video and I keep getting calls and I have to start the video over again. So if someone calls again, I guess y'all all will be hearing the conversation. I will try to make it short and sweet, but I will not stop this video. So my next and last treat box is going to be again from the Halloween paper, the Halloween fall stack. The Halloween and fall stack from Die Cuts with a View. I got this paper a couple years ago, I think a couple years of last year, from Micheal's after Halloween for like $5. So as you can see, 180 sheets for $5. So it is paper, not cardstock. So I will be using a glue stick to glue my papers, because if you're like me, then you have some really cute papers that you want to use, but it's not cardstock. So like in making the boxes and stuff like that, you can't really just cut it and do it. So you will have to use some type of adhesive. And what I found would stick best, which was cheapest, because I am giving it to kids, like I said, and I don't want to use like all of my expensive products and they're just going to throw it away, because it's like me taking my ribbons and my tape glue and just opening the window and throwing it away. I mean, it really hurts my heart when I do all of that and see it and knows that it's going to be thrown in the garbage. So I try not to use a lot of my ribbon and my bling and stuff like that. So what we're going to be doing today is a backpack. And I found this backpack, which I think is really cute, online. It's a template that you have to cut out. So this is good for people who don't have the Cricut, or who like backpacks, which you have kids, you make things for school. And it's also good for my Facebook friends. You hear that, Facebook friends? This is good for you. You can get like construction paper and you could cut these, you could print them out, and you could cut them out with your kids and make little treats for your kids. And it's like a project y'all can do together. So this backpack is found on splitcoaststampers.com. One word. And it was created by Mary Aramni. One second, I'm getting a message, which is better than a call. It's from my mama. She's like, hey, beautiful. Okay, Mom, I'm going to have to call you back. I bet she going to call in a few minutes. Hi, Mom, if you see this video. I'm not ignoring your call, but I really need to get through this. So anyway, so it comes on 2 sheets like this. I suggest that you do it. You print it, print it out on cardstock, cut it out, and then put it on the paper of your choice. Now, let me just show you boxes that I've made in the past. This is not Halloween. Isn't this cute? This is cute. Cute little boxes. You'll need 2 brads. You're most likely going to need your crocodile, or if you're my Facebook friends who don't have a crocodile or a hole punch, you could just like, I don't know, use like a nail. I know that's crazy, but something just to punch a hole through something, and a nail will be perfect, just so that you can put your ribbon through. And you will need like 12 inches of ribbon. On this one, as you can see, I embossed it. You don't have to do that. You see, it's embossed. You don't have to do that. And this paper, the paper didn't come like that. I used my stamps. Can you see that paper? My lighting is kind of bad. Let me see if I can make it better. Okay, that's a little bit, yeah. I used my stamps to make this yellow paper. So let's get started. I was going to try to do everything before, but I wanted you to see how I cut it out and do the things that I do. So I would put this flush, let's just say this is the paper. in the template. I will put it flush against the top. Let me just move you out a little more. The top of the paper. Tape it down. What I do is just put like a very little. Let me show you on this template. I just do like this. And put that on where it can stick to my paper. Not too much. So, put it flush against your paper. And then cut it out. I am not a good cutter. And if I can cut this out, so can you. Your kids, all they have to do is... Well, I mean, I'm not a good cutter with rounded things. My stuff don't come out even. That's why I don't like to cut out things. But this wasn't bad at all. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy to cut out. And you just follow the guidelines. And I would suggest that you put it upside so that the paper, the template is on top of your pattern paper. I already cut all the other pieces out, so I'm just going to show you how I do one of them. And as you can see, I put my holes in already. Oh no, I didn't put my holes in. I mean, I put my holes in my template already. But I had already did, this is an old template. I had already did some more, as you could see I did with my box. But I punched these holes way too big. So you'll need a smaller hole. Actually, you just need a hole, so a hole puncher would be good. But for those who don't have a hole puncher, you just need something to punch the hole through so that you can put your ribbon through. So, let me be gentle and take on my drawer. Okay, I'm not going to use that one. Use the smaller one. Okay, so I'm going to punch my holes. .99 hole puncher. Oh, that's too much stuff in there. Okay, now, instead of taking this off right now, I suggest that, let's save that, you put all your holes in and score all your pieces before you take the template off. So, use your lines, the dotted lines or the lines that you score. The solid lines are the lines that you cut on. Let me just show you really quick in here. So you have the solid line, the dotted lines, and you have the solid lines. You cut on the solid lines, you score on the dotted lines. And for those of you who don't have a tool to score, you can leave. Okay, see how those lines are scored? Facebook friends, uncrafters, you could just leave your template on, and you see that I just pressed right on the line, and just fold it where the score lines are. And it's as simple as that. Now all your lines are scored or folded. You can take off your template. Now be gentle with it, because remember you did put the tape on it just to hold it in place. Okay, now this is the pattern paper. Now what you're going to do is you're going to cut another piece. It's really not that time consuming. You're gonna, okay, here's where I'm placing it flush. Place it flush with the top. Let's move you out a little bit so you can see that. Flush with the top. You put your tape. Let me show you like that. So you just do little bits of tape, little bit like that. Don't do glue. You do little bits of tape. And then put it on. The edge close with the edge. And where's my other scissors? Ooh, this is bad. Okay, and we're just gonna cut it out. See how fast this is going? It's very easy. Now, this is the only step that you would use if you're using construction paper or cardstock. You don't have to do what I did and cut out a pattern paper. You can always decorate your bag any way you want, of course. Just make sure that you follow the lines. All the way down. Don't forget when you print out your template to print out the instructions. Oh, look at my video. Well, no, don't print out the instructions. Look at my video. Because if you're like me, I'm a visual person, and I like to see what people are doing so I can follow along. My other paper scissors, I like to use the smaller scissors for the smaller job. So, okay, and now let me just move my junk out the way. Now we're just, that over to the side, we're just going to fold on the lines. And I'm doing it both ways so that people who don't have, again, the score, a scorer can know how to do it. Just fold on the line and press it down. That's pretty easy, right? And you have this other little flat line right here. It's so funny because every time I put this video camera on, everybody seems to make so much noise. I could put a sign up and say, oh, I'm videotaping. They don't care. Then I get upset and I'm like, look, I'm videotaping, I'm screaming now. Everybody's like, well, I didn't know. Well, I didn't see. You see. So now you just take this part off. Okay, now we're back to the people with the cute pattern paper. Now we're gonna adhere this paper to the cardstock. So I have my glue, my tape, my what is this? My glue stick. This is a glue stick. See, my mind is just going, and I'm just gonna make sure I get the edges and put glue all over. Try to get it without the lumps, even though you can smooth it out. Make sure you get it to the edge. I'm trying to do this fast as not to make this video too long, because I want to show you something else that I did that you could also do after this video. You didn't get the whole thing now. Okay. You want to try to put an even coat over so that it's not bulky and doesn't. Okay, now you just start at the end. Make sure the top is flush with the pattern paper. and the bottom, the corners, so that it could, don't worry about the white, because you can always go over that with ink, but try to get it as close to even as possible, because you want your score lines that you score to all be at the same height. So smooth it down. Use your brayer to make sure you get the edges. Now just refold on your lines. And I find this to be really cute for the kids at school because they're from school. Backpacks. So there you go. It's sturdy. It'll be more sturdy once it dries. But okay, that's the backpack part. Now there are holes that we punched in. Can you see that? I didn't get that one little hole out in the pattern paper, and we're just going to re-punch those holes so it can go all the way through to the cardstock. You can get one of these at the 99-cent store, even though, there you go, 99 things at the 99-cent store isn't 99 cents anymore. It should be the $1.29 store or the $1.59 store, because it's not 99 cents anymore. Okay? So the next step is to put your top flap on. Now it doesn't have to be purple. You can make it any color that you want, but you want to give the purse definition. So I used a different color for the top flap and a different color for the bottom pocket, so it gives it like definition. Okay? So in this case we have a purple flap, and you're going to take that purple flap with the 4 holes. Did I tell you that? Let me just tell you, when you follow the template, this is the template. Like I said, you cut the template out first, then you put it on your paper, you cut around that, leave it on, score the lines, and then put the holes inside of it. So in this case, you have to put 2 holes. You can, like, you follow the directions, and then you put the 2 holes there and the 2 holes inside. Now let me tell you what I found. I found that I'm going to put this up to the first line. I'm going to tape it down, and then I'm going to put the holes into the backpack. Does that make sense? Okay. I don't think it really tells you that, but you make sure you put the holes, this flap, on the same part that has the 2 bottom holes in it, because that's where your straps are going to go. So let me just tape this down. This is the time where we're using our tape gun. If you're not a crafter and you don't have a tape gun, then I guess you could just glue it. Now we're going to put it, okay, explain it. There are 2 score lines on here. We're going to put this to the first line where the 2 back holes is on top of the pattern paper, and in between these 2 score lines. Does that make sense? Okay? In between those 2. Because you want it to be able to fold over. See, it folds over? This is where you need your nail or your crocodile. Now I say nail because your 99-cent hole punch, look, won't be able to reach those 2 holes. Okay? So let me get my crocodile, and I'm going to put the 2 holes I use the small part on my crocodile. What I usually do is, this is the time, if you want, I'm not going to do this on this part because I don't want to waste, excuse me, my product. But I will put two, what do you call that, eyelets, 1, 2, 3, 4 on that part, so that when you string your string through, it wouldn't rip the paper. But like I said, I'm doing these for kids, and I will not be doing that. So, I know I have some purple ribbon. I guess I didn't prepare for this as well as I should have. So, I'm actually searching through my ribbon drawer to try to find some purple ribbon. And I don't want to really use my purple ribbon. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take some of this ribbon. Yeah, it's like that in my drawer. About 12 inches. That's how much you're going to need. About, let's go 16. It really depends. Actually, I'm going to have to do it this way because I'm going to do 18 inches in ribbon. And I'm going to do it that way so that usually it's like 12 inches, something like that. But I usually leave it on a roll and then weave it through. But what I want to do is color my ribbon, since I don't want to use my purple ribbon. And I got this ribbon from eBay for really, really cheap. So I'm going to use the Concord. What is it? So I'm going to use the purple one. Dusty Concord. So, I'm just going to use the Dusty Concord to color this ribbon. You see that? That's pretty okay. I mean, no need to waste your good ribbon because, you know, colored ribbon costs more than white ribbon. So we're going to do the front. You see, that's going pretty fast. We're going to do the front and the back. Is that coming off of my hand? Nope. That was a good idea. You know what I'm thinking as I'm doing this? I have some, we're going to go on the other side. I have some Halloween stamps. You can also stamp on your ribbon. It's kind of got a little texture on the other side, on this side. You're going to use this ribbon for the backpack part, like you slip your arms inside. So that's what we're going to use this part for. So let me just turn it over. Just trying to get it even. Like I said, if I would have really prepared for this video, I guess I came up with it at the last minute. Some things I forgot. So, it's okay. It'll be a little long, but it's still a cute video. And there's no ink on my hand, so I guess this was a good idea. Okay. Really quickly, what I'm going to do is grab some of my Halloween stamps. What is this? Fright Night. Something small that I could put on my ribbon. Halloween treats. That would be really cute. So, I just came up with this right at this moment. And I'm going to use my Stays On. That way I can ensure that it stays on. So, okay. This video is a little unorganized. I'm actually going through my ink, picking stuff out right now. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be cute. So, here's the Stays On. Am I the only one who loves how Stays On smells? Okay, so I'm going to do both sides of the stamp. I'm going to start with this side. And it says Halloween Treats. And I'm making my own ribbon. So I'm going to go all the way down with this. This is really cute. And believe me, I just came up with this just now. Cheap ribbon. Could be spruced up. I'm quite sure somebody else has done this, but I just did it just now. So I'm going to do the other side also. Just so that if it turns, it's on the other side too. So, should I? I can't hear y'all talk louder. Should I do the other side? And that's it. This video is going to be long enough. Okay. So, now we have, and it's more sturdy once it dries a little. So now we have the box and the top part put together. Now we're just going to feed it through the back at the bottom. Actually, through the top. The top two holes that's on the backpack part. And you can make it as loose or as tight as you want, but you want it to look like a book bag. Like the book bag has straps. So, you're going to put your finger, that's the easiest way I found, so that you can put a little loop at the top. Turn it over on the other side, and you're going to tie 2 knots. Make sure these are even. You're going to tie 2 knots. And put them at the bottom, close to the paper. I'm going to do that on both sides. No. This goes in the, oopsie. We'll keep that knot. This goes in the bottom, in the top holes. Not the one that's on the book bag part. The one that's above it. Okay. So, happy accident, no problem. We just hope whoever's watching this watched the video before. Okay. Leave a little loop there. You can put your finger or just hold a little loop. I already got my one knot tied, so I'm going to do my other knot. Now, if you did like me and you colored and put like sentiments on your ribbon, okay, see, that's good enough so it won't come out. Now you're going to feed it in to the other little holes. Let me just snip this. Now, you did those two. Now we're going to do the two bottom ones. Come here, baby. And make sure it's this way so that the Halloween trees... Give me a kiss. How was your day?
Good.
Alright, so... just cut this. Okay. And I'm going to feed it into the other hole. And I'm going to make sure my ribbon has the treats. Now I'm going to put one in this hole and one in this hole. And I'm going to tie a knot again. Feed it in. You're going to leave some slack on it so that, like I said, it looks like a book bag. Make sure your ribbon is tied the right way. It's put in the right way. Same thing on this side. Leaving a little slack, and now we're going to tie two knots. Now, since I'm not going to put the grommets on, well, not just for that reason. You can put your eyelids on. If you want. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to waste my products. I'm just going to put some tape on the inside of this to hold it. Because... why am I going to do that? Because that's what I like to do. No, just so it can be secure and it doesn't come out. So, I think these are cute little bags and they're worth doing. Let's take one big piece and just put it across the whole thing. Okay, so that part is done. Now it's just time to put the box together. Oops, you see that? Let me just, so I didn't put enough glue right there. Okay, easy peasy. Now I'm going to put some adhesive on here and close my box up. Put no adhesive on the ribbon, move the ribbon out the way. I like to put like 3 strips so that it stays secure. And if you see my other videos, you know I like to put it down, kind of flush. Most of them kind of work out like that, and then smush it down. That works for me mostly every time. Gotta do what works for you. Use your bone folder or squish it down and make sure you go in on the inside and do the same thing. So the bottom is 2 and these 2 flaps go in, and then this side and then this side. Okay, Now that's white at the bottom. I'm just going to clean up some of those edges. Huh. Boy, oh boy. Okay. We're going to put a little tape here and some tape on these two flaps. Okay. Okay, let's just doing a little cleanup. This is a cut, so sometimes you have to adjust things. I'm just going to clean that up. Okay. So that it can sit really nicely inside. Okay. Can you see that? I will put another paper inside just so it can be more secure like I do on all my boxes. So now you have a box at the top. What you're going to do is just pinch the box closed, put the flap over, and that's what makes it look like a book bag. Okay, let me just, some of my edges are kind of a little rough. Okay, so I do have some brads here, and I am going to put some brads well, I intend on doing that. I had some purple brads, but at this moment, I don't know what the hell I took on. Okay, so let's do the flap, the pocket, and the flap for the front. That would be this cut right here. Like I said, use cut on a solid lines. Cut that out. Place it on your paper with just a little tape to hold it. And then you cut it out of your paper. And then you score on the dotted lines, which I've already done. I put adhesive on these two flaps. The ones on the end, you'll have two score lines. 1, 2. Put it on these flaps. You have two score lines. 1 and 2. You're going to put it on the last flap like that on both sides. You're going to put these two little, see that? Let me just move it a little bit. You're going to put these two little ends in and close it up. Make sure it's lined up on both sides. You can put your finger inside. And on this side, can you see that? It's flush. I use my bone folder to go inside just to make sure it's flush together. And then you have your flap. And I used my pattern paper, so of course I glued this to it. And I'm going to just put my tape down. I can't for the life of me understand what the hell I did with. Yeah, I said hell. What the hell I did with those gems. This is totally insane. There's a ghost in my house. How about that? Okay, so you're just going to place this on the back, flush with the first score line. And smooth it down. Okay, I was off camera with that. You're going to put it with the first score line. Let's take this off so you can see. You're going to put it flush with the end of the box and flush with the first score line. So, can you see that? I don't know why I'm having such a shadow. So that's a good view right there. And just make sure it's flush on both sides. Okay. Just smooth it down with your finger or your bone folder, and this goes this way. Now we're going to put some tape on the back, the whole back of this, so we can put it on the front. Now I like to use my wire. Huh. I'll just use this. Ooh, this is giving me so much trouble today. What the hell is going on? None is coming out. Is this like a horrible day for crafts? What's today? Okay, let me just... Oh man, this is just the worst. Okay. So I'm going to put it flush with the bottom of the box and make sure it's even on both sides. Okay. Woo! What a day. Okay. Let's try this again. And make sure it's on the front. It's even on both sides. Flat at the bottom. This isn't sticking. Can you believe? You know what? I'll put some glue on here. Oh, I bet you're going to stick now. Let me move you out a little bit so you can see what I just did. Okay, so I just put some quick dry on. I don't usually use quick dry on this. Like I said, what the hell is going on? I'm putting it flush and I'm putting it even on each side. Now, Tati, come turn on this light. Now, I don't know what in the world I did with my... Okay. I hadn't intended on using these. I did have a purple pair, and it's crazy. It's like it just disappeared. It is. Okay. I know I'm not the only one that this happens to. This is crazy, and I hate this. It's like it's just disappeared. Okay, where are you? Let's see. Nope. Nope. Okay. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna put the okay. They're on the floor. I found them. This is totally insane. I'm insane! Okay. So I'm just gonna use this. I use I can't even get the bag open now. Okay, so I'm just gonna use two brads. I'm gonna put one in the top here. Like that. And one on this front pocket. Sometimes all you could do is laugh. Ha ha ha. I gotta call my mother back. Okay. Now, to keep this closed, what I like to do, what I usually do is use, this is pretty thick. So I don't know if just like was those sticky dots would hold. Let's try it. But what I usually do is I use hot glue gun, and I put the Velcro on to hold it. Let me show you in this one. I use the Velcro. This is pretty thinner than this. Let me see, and it keeps it closed. And it really looks like a book bag. It is so stinking cute. As you can see, I used apples at the bottom. Apple eyelids at the bottom of that to tie it in with the school theme. I thought that was cute. So I'm not going to use the glue gun. I didn't set it up. Like I said, I came up with this at the last minute. I don't know if this is going to hold, but I guess we'll see together. So I will put it on the back of the eyelid. See if it holds. Haha, nope. So I would suggest using a glue gun and the Velcro like I did. I guess if you have, I got these from I think Oriental Express. So I guess if you got some that's stronger, you can try that. I'm just gonna use my glue gun like I did in my other package, my other book bag. But didn't that come out really cute? That came out really quick. So really quickly, I want to show you another one that I did, but that I didn't do a video for because it came out really quickly. This is the milk carton cut from the sweet treat boxes. And I cut out some circles. They're like 1 inch, about an inch. I cut out some circles, and I cut out the hair from Everyday Dress Up. Not Everyday Dress Up, Paper Dolls Dress Up. I used the hair and I sized it to the size that when I used the top note for the face, I did the stitching. I used the opposite of the top note to make the mouth. I used a half a circle, and I punched out 2 holes on the side to make the nose. And I just want to show you this on the back. To make the hair, I just cut a piece of black paper the size of that hair and rounded the corners for the back of the hair and another top note. And the front, I used dimensionals. Can you see that? So they could stand off the box. And the back, I just used one of those little glue dots to close the flap. But as you can see, I put enter if you dare on this side. Hopefully they'll know that that's the side to open it from, and I put trick or treat on that side. So just lift it up and it opens the box with the treats inside. So I just wanted to show you that this really quick treat box. It's really fast. All you have to do is cut out the milk carton, put it together, cut out the roof, and there's so many videos on how to make a Frankenstein with the top note on YouTube, so you can see how to do that. Just find a video, and yeah, so that's what I did. And it's cute. It's small enough to put a few treats inside. There's my stamp, but not to overpower the kids with candy. So that's my video. Try to make this book bag, which is really cute. Put your Halloween treats in it. Use the Velcro. Try to make this, which is also really cute. Let me just show you really quickly the other box that I made, because I really like this one. This is the other box I made, and I cut flowers out from the Cricut, and I put rhinestones on it. The same way I did this one, I just put a lot of rhinestones on it. This one I made for my daughter, so I went all out with that. No stamp on the bottom. She knows who's it from. And I used these black rhinestones. And I thought this one is really cute. You can make them any way you want to look. And you can put little snacks and little goldfish and put it inside of their bag. You can even give this to a teacher. I mean, I guess you could put its size of a gift card, put a gift card inside of it. So I think I took enough time I did finish the box. Again, go to, what is it? splitcoaststampers.com to find a template, print it out, and follow along with me on my video. One mother and one daughter. Thanks for watching, and happy Halloween. Be safe.